everyone. This is Kim Hunter, and today we're talking about body systems, and we're going to be talking about muscle systems today. So I thought we would watch this video, and we're waiting for it to load, of course, because my internet is really slow.
Hi, I'm Jared. Welcome to Fun Science Demos. How's everybody doing? How did I do that? Well, that's part of the big idea today. If I feel my arm, I can feel bones and I can feel muscles. And the big idea is that muscles move bones. So how does our arm work? Well, you can feel your arm, and I'll feel my arm, and I feel around and I feel a bone. I feel this squishy muscle, and I notice it changes when I raise my arm up and lower it down. When I raise my arm up, the muscle bunches together, gets bigger. When I lower it, it stretches and loosens out. But I can't peel my arm and look inside of it. So we have this really cool model for you to check out. So let's take a closer look at this really cool model. You can see that our upper arm has one bone, and our lower arm actually has two bones. And then in our wrist and fingers, we have lots of tiny little bones. These straws in this balloon work just like our muscle. And through science, we've discovered that these little ropes attach the muscle to the bone. And scientists call those tendons. So now let's see this thing work. Now think back to your arm. Remember how the muscles seem to bunch up and get bigger when we brought our arm up? Watch what happens to our lower arm when our muscles up here bunch together and get bigger. We're going to see if we can make it wave. Here we go. Did you see the arm move up? Well, it moved because the muscles were pulling the bones. And it doesn't just happen in our arm. Muscles move bones throughout my whole body. My head, it moves because muscles are pulling the bones. My mouth, it moves because muscles are pulling the bones. My fingers move because muscles pull the bones. Everything in my body moves because the muscles are pulling the bones. We'd like to thank Ed for building such a cool model so you can see how muscles and bones work in your arm. Don't forget to check out our links in the...
All right, so he talked about how when the muscle got bunched up, it moved the bone, and he was able to make that wave, that hand wave. So muscles are organs. Every muscle in your body is an organ. So it makes up, when you are talking about all the muscles in your body, that's the muscular system. You remember the cells make up tissues, tissues make up organs, and organs make up systems. Well, the muscles are organs, and then the muscular system is all the muscles. So it helps move the body parts like that video showed. Bones and joints have no power to move on their own. They're going to need those muscles. And they are attached by joints and tendons. More than 600 muscles you have 600 muscles in the body. That's 35 to 40% of your body mass is all muscle. So muscles are organs that contract and become shorter or expand and becomes longer. So the results are body parts move, energy is used, and work is done. So when your muscles contract, it becomes shorter, or it expands and becomes longer. Like he bunched up his arm, it contracted, and the muscles in his biceps all bunched up, they became shorter. Or when he extended his arm, it became longer. This was supposed to be just a clip of this video. We'll see how that plays out in a minute. All right, I think we're gonna have to skip this.
Okay, yeah, I gotta take care of this now. Yeah. How you doing, Mr. Miro? Oh, sorry I'm late. There's a lot going on in the lab. Boy, Mr. Miro, are you getting enough exercise for your muscles? You feel like you're just all bone. Mr. Miro? Mr. Miro? Mr. Miro?
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
All right, so that didn't shorten. That wasn't a clip. That was the whole thing. So we'll just skip that video. But like I said, when you bend your arm, the bicep lengthens, but the muscle up underneath your arm is going to lengthen because muscles work in pairs. So for you to really understand what's going on, if you'll place your hand around your upper arm, where your 4 fingers are on top of your arm and your thumb is at the bottom. Your fingers are touching your bicep and your thumb is touching the tricep. When you extend your arm, what do you feel? Now, when you bend your arm, but don't flex, what do you feel? Now flex your arm and observe what you feel. Okay, so how did the biceps and triceps change as you bent and straightened your arm? And how did the skeletal muscles cause your bones to move? Okay, so your biceps, they changed. When your arm was extended, the biceps lengthened and the triceps contracted. They shortened. The reverse occurred when your arm was bent. So when your arm was extended, the biceps lengthened and the triceps contracted. And when your arm was bent, your biceps contracted and your triceps lengthened. Remember, muscles work in pairs. So how did the skeletal muscles cause bone to move? Muscles are attached to bone by tendons. The muscles work in pairs and pull against the bone to cause the movement. So as one muscle contracts, the other one relaxes. So your tendons pull against the bone to cause movement, just like the arm at the very beginning of this, where he blew up the balloon and it pulled the muscle. It didn't push it, it pulled it. Okay, so we've got 2 groups of muscles. We've got voluntary. You control these, like your arms, your legs, your hands, and your face. You can smile. And then you have involuntary, where you can't control them. You don't have to decide to make these muscles work. Your lungs fill up with oxygen. Your heart beats. These are muscles that you don't have to think about. They're just going to work. Okay, so we talked about skeletal muscles working in pairs and how muscles always pull. They don't push. The pulling of muscles produces thermal energy and it uses chemical energy. So thermal energy produces heat that helps keep your body temperature constant. chemical energy is from glucose. When glucose is used up, muscles are tired and they need to rest. So your body, through cellular respiration, we talked about this during cells, your body uses glucose to make energy. You are using that chemical energy and producing thermal energy, and that's what heats your body up. That's why when you run, you get hot. When you do any kind of workout or physical activity, your body heats up.